This video is sponsored by Vantrue. Grab yourself 10% off of any dashcam from their website using my code there, LondonCam. All links in the description below. You know it makes sense. It's your permanent eyewitness that cannot lie. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This is a very different video for me. It's just one clip that goes on for about 11 minutes and that's all it is. Just this idiot behind us, this absolute clown behind us. As you can see, we are in the outside lane. Maybe there was enough room there to move over to let this idiot pass, but we are overtaking, as you can see. Now is the time for me in this whole video that we could have moved over and let this lunatic get past us. It's after we pass that lorry there's a big gap before we get to the next one. You can see this guy here, he just wants to go fast. He just wants to go fast and he doesn't care how close he gets to you, because he gets a lot closer than this when you see this in this video. Now I think opinions is going to be quite split in this one, because as I've already said, I think we could have moved over after that second lorry. The gap was big enough for it to not affect us to move over and then back out if we wanted to carry on overtaking. But it doesn't condone this guy, does it? What he's doing here, that's way too close, and he's flashing his lights and getting very frustrated. And as you can see, we're overtaking things and they're gone. So we're not driving slow. We must be doing the speed limit, I would say. I can't remember what it said on the email and I've lost the email. I did receive this quite a long time ago. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's my bad. But you can see that we're still overtaking. And as far as I'm aware, there is no rule saying that you have to move over because someone wants to overtake faster than what you're overtaking. You're both overtaking. The guy behind you just has to be a little bit patient, doesn't he? Now, a lot of people will be saying this is quite boring, but I do think that I can't really speed this up because you've got to see it as it is. You've got to see it in real time, I think, with this one. Otherwise it loses something on the clip if you just speed it up. I mean, you can see how quickly, look at this, look how close he's got there. I mean, what did he see to do that? What's going through that guy's mind? Now obviously you're not going to move over now because there's a slip road coming on. And the thing is, I would say we're doing close to 70 miles an hour, if not 70 miles an hour, by the way that we're going past cars. But this guy, look how close he's getting now. What is this guy's problem? And we're still overtaking. We're overtaking and he's flashing. So where exactly would you like us to go? Would you like us to drive into the side of the vehicle that we're overtaking or something? What a stupid thing to do. But then he's driving a BMW, I guess. I am more surprised that he actually knows where the lights are to flash someone. I've got to say, I am looking forward to looking in the comment section down below on this one, because I think opinions will be split on this one. I think, yes, we could have avoided it by moving over a couple of times, at least 2 or 3 times, but it doesn't condone what this guy does. And the thing is, in a little while you will see us do exactly what this idiot wants us to do by moving over. And guess what? He actually moves over with us and stays right behind us. He could have overtaken us, but he stayed right behind us. So what is this guy playing at? So let us know in the comment section down below how you would have handled this situation from both sides of this. If you were in the outside lane and someone's not going fast enough for you, would you behave like this idiot behind us? Or if you've got someone like this idiot behind you and you're in the outside lane and you're overtaking, how would you handle that as well? Now me personally, I would have moved over after the second lorry. The second lorry was the key part for me. There was a big long gap there and you know what this guy wants to do. I would have moved over there and none of this situation would have happened. And again, if I was in the BMW situation, none of this would happen. There's no way I'd be this close to you. I would be overtaking. I wouldn't be flashing because you're overtaking the same as what I am. I'd be backing off a little bit and just overtaking with you. I reckon you got more chance of the person in front of you moving over doing that. You get right up behind them and people get on the other side of it and say, I ain't moving over for you, you can wait. I'm going to play Mystic Meg here a little bit because I do think that there will be quite a lot of comments saying that we should be moving over to let this lunatic go. And something happens here, as I've already said, that blows that theory right out of the water really, because we do move over. As you can see, there's a big long gap there between that car that we've overtaken. You know, we could move over. And guess what? We actually do. after this lorry. So here we go, and what does he do? He comes in behind us. Now that blows everything out of the water for me. That one really doesn't make any sense. To me it means this idiot behind us is having a bloody laugh now. He's on a mission to piss someone off. Obviously we go back out to the outside lane because we're going to overtake something. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't understand the mentality of this guy behind now, because we've actually moved over for him and he's still doing. He moved over with us. So we've tried to let him go. All right, it's quite a few minutes into this clip where we've done it, but we did, and he didn't do it. He didn't accept the invitation. Now I'm going to put my stereotyping hat on again. Yep, you know me, I do like to stereotype. I did check up on this car and it has got tax and it's got an MOT and all of that, but it was registered in Birmingham. It says a lot, doesn't it? It was registered in Birmingham, so probably the guy is yeah, well, you know what they drive like in Birmingham, don't you? Now you can see this guy, he's flashing away at us like, get out of the way, we're overtaking stuff. But seriously, how can he be still flashing when we gave him the opportunity to overtake us back there? How can he be flashing us to tell us to get out of the way? We moved over for you, you absolute fruit and nut. We moved over for you and you didn't take the invitation. The mind boggles of the intelligence of these people on our roads. I can't help but think now that this guy is regretting not taking the opportunity to overtake us when we gave him the opportunity, because look at this coming up now. We want to be moving over to the left to get in the correct lane. He wants that same lane. Now there's room enough for us to do it. There isn't room enough for him, but he makes the room. He makes the car behind him slow down so he can get in there. So, well, he's driving a BMW, isn't he? Look, he tries to go up the inside, but he's that stupid he couldn't see that van. And he can't see this great big lorry in that lane, even though he doesn't want that lane, because that lane's turning left. He wants to go straight on with us. But as I say, he's driving a BMW, and you know what that stands for, don't you? Brain malfunctioning wanker. So we come round this roundabout now, and the lorry is in the wrong lane for me, but it's not helped from both of us actually come up the inside. The lorry does want to get over, and there's blind spots and everything. We should not be there. So we pull straight back out to the outside lane and we're overtaking again. But he starts to flash again as we're overtaking again. I mean, you had your opportunity to get past us, but you didn't take it, mate. So stick that flashing right up your jacksy, mate. You had your chance. And the thing is, look how close he is to us now. We've just left the roundabout, so the chances are there is something in front of us as well here. But he's that close. I mean, this really is a first class. Now, would any of you actually think now, like I am here, I would be really reluctant to let this guy pass me now, even though he's flashing his lights and going crazy and everything, because I think if you moved over for him, he would get in front of you and brake check you. Now, I just got this feeling that that's this guy's mentality, desperate to get in front and we'll brake check you. As I say, we gave him the opportunity to get in front earlier on and he didn't take it. He preferred to piss about behind us rather than take the opportunity to get in front of us. So I can see if we did it, there'd be a brake check there. But then if you've got a dash cam, you've got all of this on camera. So this is why it's so important to have a dash cam, because of idiots like this. Because if you do move over, I can guarantee that this guy will brake check you. So don't forget, all links in the description below to get yourself a dash cam. Now this has gone on far too long now. It's gone over 9 minutes with this guy behind us, with his frustration levels going through the roof here. We come off this road in a little while and this idiot actually follows us. I don't even know if he wants to come off this road, but he follows us anyway. I think he's just mad. There's no word to describe it. I think the guy's off his head. And we go into a petrol station and the clip cuts. That's how it came to me. It cut, and I think they had a little what should we say, a little in and out of the petrol station, and this guy tried to come up the inside of us, and we pull out we shouldn't have pulled out. We pulled out in front of a van just to get away from this guy, so we got a little bit of breathing space to get away from him, and that's where the clip ends. You'll see all this in a second, but I just want to run it by you. And I don't think we cover ourselves with much glory here ourselves by coming off here in a second. We left it so late to come off here. Maybe that was part of the plan, to actually try and get rid of this guy, because it doesn't look like this guy wants to come off at this junction. And then all of a sudden we come off flying right across everyone to come off, and he follows us. Yeah, that's not great driving from us at all, and we obviously know that he's not a great driver. I mean, he's still trying to get past us, but then we're weaving all over the place as well now, so it's gone too far. This is getting a bit serious now, and now it's a bit more than driving. Now it's a bit threatening. Now, if you've ever wondered what a brain malfunctioning wanker looks like, well, there you go. So he doesn't take that roundabout very well at all, does he? But then he ain't done anything right, has he, so far? But he's still flashing. I don't know where he wants us to go. There's only one lane here. We can't pull over for you now, mate. Yeah, and I just think the red mist has come down with this guy. He's a shit driver anyway, but the red mist has come down and he's just acting like a complete and utter idiot. Even bigger idiot than what he was beforehand. But in a little while we're pulling in left into a petrol station, and he follows us. And I'll freeze it when we do, because there's a cut in the video. It's not me. This is how it came to us. So we're just going to be pulling off any second now, and this is where it cuts. And the next time you see us, we'll be going out of the petrol station, and this guy comes up the inside of us. So we're leaving the petrol station. No one's obviously got any petrol. He's come up the inside of us, and then it's just a case of let's get out, because this guy is absolutely a lunatic. And we pull out in front of that van there, and he's left there. So yeah, that's the one clip today, guys. So let us know in the comments down below what you thought of that, and thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.